So I'm trying to make a console with my truck. The one I have is like the jump seat. It has a really small compartment and it's just a waste of space. I cut this one out of cardboard. I'm going to take it apart and try to make it out of plywood. So now I cut apart the cardboard model I made, and now I'm just tracing them onto this pieces of plywood that I pre-cut. I just cut them into rough shapes and I'm gonna trace them and cut them out. So I got all the panels cut out. I'm just using this, I think it's like 1/2 inch OSB. You can also use plywood. Maybe plywood would have been better, I'm not sure. But I just had this, so we're gonna wrap ours in leather. If you're planning to do just paint, then you should use plywood, not OSB. Just using these little planks I'm gonna be cutting out, and just put some glue and these staples. Staple them. Starting to put it together. Pretty much the hardest part is measuring out the cardboard model. After you got that done, this stuff's a lot faster and easier. Short, but pretty much the whole point of them is to hold it together while the glue dries. It's coming along. Egg. Cut in this piece and nailed it in. I'm going to put reinforcements back here too on both sides on the inside. It's coming along good. Okay, so I got the lid cut out. It's flush everywhere except in the front. It sticks out a little bit, that way I can grab it and open it up. I'm going to reinforce all of this. I'm going to put one of these everywhere around here to give it extra support. I brought the console and put it in the truck just to make sure it fits well before I keep working on it, and I'm really surprised how well it fit. I thought that I would have to do a lot of trimming, but it fit really well actually. I mean, like, you can see right here it's pretty good. Right here, this is the only part, so like what I have to do is like trim this a little bit so this whole thing can slide forward more. You can see that's why it's hard to cut out, because there's so many curves up here. It all goes up an angle. It's good. There's a good room between the seats, so the seats will slide. The armrest is a good height, so it turned out really well. I'm surprised that it fits so good. So yeah, we are trying out the console. I have this space right here, the angle, because I have stuff there, so they want straight. Plus it gives room for your knee when you're driving. So now I'm trying to see if the height will be good when I put my arm down. I mean, like, this is good. Maybe you should not use a cushion as thick.
I think it's fine.
Looks funny right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But I guess when it's gonna be black, it probably will just blend in more. It's just right now the color just sticks out really bad.
Yeah. You think I should have done your side angle too? I was thinking maybe, or no? Or that's fine. It's enough space for you?
Yeah, it is.
Before it just had like that much room. It was this big, the storage.
I'm going to attempt at covering this console with a leather. This is a faux leather we got for, it was like $24 for 2 yards. So it matches our interior of the truck. We have black and gray leather in there. The first thing I think I'm gonna do is just duct tape around the edges. We sanded them down. They're not sharp edges anymore, but I think I'll add an extra layer of protection between the wood corners and the fabric. That's what we did with the cushion as well. Then I'm gonna, I guess, do these big sides and we're gonna work from there. I've never done anything like this before, but we'll figure it out as we go. And then this is the top that goes up here. It has cup holders, and this is a leftover foam from the cushion. We want to put a little bit of foam on here since it's going to be where our arms are going to be resting. So let's see how this goes. Got all the main edges duct taped. Here's this side for the top. I think I'm gonna start on this flat side, put them like this, staple it in, and then fold it over like that so you won't be able to see the staples. Be able to do that on most of the edges, not all of them. I'm going to use this staple gun and also glue. Hopefully it works. Cut out the first piece of fabric. For this front panel right here, I don't want to see any of the staples, so we're gonna fold the fabric in like this so there's no raw edge, and we're gonna attempt to just glue it on. And then we'll tape it on, tape the seam down after we glue it so it'll hold for a couple minutes while it dries. We'll do that all around this edge right here, and then once we get here, you won't see this part anymore, so we'll staple here. We'll cut out the little tray, cut out the 2 holes for the cup holders, and glue this side as well. think I'm done. This is what it looks like. Where the tape is, that's where we glued it. And we just put the tape on to hold it down while it dries. But looks pretty good. Here's the lid. Okay, the console is done. It looks a lot better than I thought it would for a first time working with leather and such a crazy shape. Nick did a great job cutting out all the angles as well. All that's left is to get a hinge to put it on. But here it is. That's what it looks like. Look at that. Custom console for the truck. That's it for right now. Time to clean up this giant mess.